Today I'm going to talk about the hardest fucking thing in the world to do, but the most rewarding thing that you could ever be doing once you get into the process of it. And this is something that I've been struggling with a lot, and that I have in recent years been aligning myself to more and more, and that has allowed me to truly just feel like myself and really get the sort of results in my life that I was always searching for, that previously I could never get, because on some level I was always blocking myself from it, whether that was through some of the sabotage that I did myself, like not believing in myself or chasing off the things that actually had nothing to do with what I was deep down searching for. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about learning to be the conscious person over where my attention goes. This is such a mind-blowingly big thing when it comes to everything that you're manifesting in your reality. Everything that you're getting in your life comes back to this one single thing. And the more that we can get into alignment with consciously being where our attention is and choosing where we place it, preferably in the present moment of things, which I will get more into, the more we're going to get everything that we ever searched for in our lives. So I want you to imagine that you are simply an awareness. And wherever you place your awareness, or wherever you are always placing your attention, that thing grows. Whatever the nature of the thing that you are placing your attention on is, that thing grows. And the more you are getting of it as a manifestation in your life. Here's the little problem with this. As I said, I've been struggling with this a lot in my life, because my attention was always hijacked by my mind into different types of programs that I developed over the course of my life that made it so that I continually manifested a lot of resistance, a lot of problems, a lot of challenges. And the reason that this happened, of course, is because the universe is saying, oh my god, you're out of alignment. These challenges are here to help you get back again into who you are, back into conscious awareness of who you are again. Which is something that I talked a lot in my previous videos about, so you should check them out if you want to learn more about that. But this is like the secret to all of this. If you're placing your attention on the beautiful things in life, then you get more of the beautiful things in life. And I want you to kind of see yourself as naturally always having your attention on love and abundance. That's just how we are born into this world. We are naturally just pure love and abundance. That is our highest state, and who we truly in essence are. That is our sort of our center that we view the world through at all times normally. That is before the subconscious mind gets into the picture, before experiences of our past gets into the picture, that can condition us to fall into different types of programs of people pleasing, of overthinking, of doubting ourselves, of not speaking up for ourselves, of having different types of addictions that I mention so often here. Because what are these things in their nature? They are attention grabbers, attention diverters. They are part of a matrix, because a matrix is something that distracts you, that takes your attention away. And when your attention is taken into, oh my god, is this going to work? Oh my god, should I be doing this? Or I need to focus on chasing this thing, or I need to get this thing, this nervous, this very erratic, erratic, is that the right word? I'm staying with it. Erratic nature. This very unnatural way of doing things. This, in essence, very negative type of place to place your attention, then that is what continually makes us feel not fulfilled, perhaps create depression, create sickness and illness. Over time, it completely manifests the issues that we have, because our attention has been hijacked into a program that is not of a very positive nature. And so when our attention is feeding these programs that we have over and over, it's feeding into it more and more, the more of this nature of what it is that we're feeding into, we start manifesting into our reality. We get these poor relationships created. We get a poor understanding of who we are. We get a poor just everything. Poor. We work a job we're not that excited about. We don't have the success that we deep down would want. Because we're stuck in all of these programs where our attention is always placed. Now, breaking free from placing our attention, our attachments on these programs, on these negative habits and patterns that we're always wrapped up in as a person within our personality. Breaking free from that is the key to getting what we've always been searching for. Now the question is, why do we even do this in the first place? Why do we choose to start living our lives through a program? So I want you to view it like this. You are energy. Your energy is determined by the emotional state that you have going on within you. Experiences that you have gone through in your life is the result for what sort of programs it is that you have created now within your personality. Because experiences are saved into the subconscious mind together with the emotions of those experiences. If the emotion is very elevated and you on some level, because of perhaps your environment, your family or society, believe that you're not allowed to have these emotions, then you might feel a low emotion of, say, shame. And you might be doing something at the same time, like expressing yourself authentically as you are. But then you feel shame at the same time. Oh, because there's somebody that reacts in a certain way, perhaps a family member or whatever, and they say, don't do that. And then you're like, oh, okay. Now I am going to lower my energy as a person because I am not allowing myself to authentically speak as vulnerable and openly as I usually did because of this shame that I'm saving down into the body, because I believe that I can't handle it. And then your vibration lowers a little bit. And this happens over and over through different types of experiences, through different types of things that we've been through. You know, it's a very natural process, and it is happening to protect us on some level from the abandonment of our family or from society or whatever it is, you know. But why I'm mentioning this is because I want you to understand that there is an authentic version of you, a real and true version of you, that is not a program, that is just your authentic expression from your heart and who you are. And every program that you have that is of a negative nature, that hijacks your attention, is because you are distracting from the uncomfortable energy that is saved into the body from some of these experiences. You can only live your life in two ways. Either you are living your life through programs to distract yourself, to be in a matrix as to escape the emotional state within your body. And the thing about that is that when you're stuck in these programs over a long enough period of time, you don't even understand that these emotions goes on anymore, because you have numbed yourself to the body by always pushing it down and choosing to overthink stuff all the time or be caught up in some addiction that you have. You're always running. You might, with your awareness, understand that, wow, I'm actually in a lot of pain right now. I'm in a lot of, this is really, really uncomfortable. But we don't really do that inwards journey. A lot of people don't do that inwards journey. A lot of people don't understand that beyond this overthinking or the people-pleasing mentality, I'm just feeling a lot of shame over myself. And if this shame wasn't here, then I would not even be people-pleasing, and I would just be my normal and authentic self, and I would express myself as I am, because I honor myself as I am. And I trust myself to be who I am. I am fully in connection with the true essence of who I am through the emotional state. I'm not living my life in a program as to escape it because of some beliefs that I have, that I'm not allowed to have these emotions. So you can live in two states. Either you are living authentically through your emotional system and your body, and you just express yourself as you are. You are who you are. You do the things that is in connection to who you are. Everything is effortless. Your attention is in the present moment of things of who you are. And who you truly are is love and abundance. And so everything turns into love and abundance in your life. And it's an effortless process. Just like a fucking tree is growing its leaves and shedding them and regrowing them during the summer. It doesn't have to think about it. It just happens. Everything that you're searching for is a natural thing that just happens. But we're so stuck in our minds and the programs that we're not connected to the flow of the universe, of how things are. You are an integral part of this planet. You operate in the same way. You don't have to think your way to figure things out. The only reason that we get into that very disconnected, unnatural reality of things is because our environment, society, and family and so are so deeply conditioned themselves to not be in the connection of who they truly are. And of course, this means that our attention, the awareness that we are, is always placed on these sort of things of a lacking nature, these things of a negative nature, and so we manifest more of it into reality. And the secret to getting everything that we ever wanted is to step away from the programs, to recognize that, wow, I am not this people-pleasing thing. I only ever led my attention there because it was a matrix that I attached myself to as to be disconnected from the emotional world of my body, as I for some reason believed that I couldn't be who I was, because every emotion is a part of who you are. There is no emotions that is not who you are, but we try and disown that and try and get rid of them when something in our environment convinces us that we're not allowed to have it, you know. And it's not necessarily their fault either. They were not perhaps allowed themselves to have it, right? And they just sort of project that shit onto us later as we express the same thing that perhaps a family member expressed themselves when they were younger but was disowned for doing or not accepted for doing. Anyways, learning to live in the present moment of things as who we are authentically is the secret to this reality and everything that we're searching for. Personally, I was stuck chasing success, money, and a lot of things, because that was only a program, a matrix that I placed my attention on, because there were some uncomfortable energies here within me that I lost awareness of over time. And I was so deeply ingrained into my brain. I was so disconnected from who I was. I had no idea who the fuck I was. I didn't understand what I enjoyed doing, what I loved doing, or a lot of things that was truly who I was, because I was so deeply disconnected from who I am. And that's when all of these challenges keeps coming up in our lives, where we keep going wrong. Where we keep wishing that things were better, because naturally things just are love and abundance, because that's who we are on our deepest level. But we get disconnected from that because of some uncomfortable emotions that we on some level believe that we can't have. You'll realize also that, I don't know if you'll realize, but once you start the process of moving more into the present moment, these emotions are going to start moving into your awareness again. When you start to choose to not live your life in a matrix anymore, you start to realize that, oh, I am not these thoughts, I am not this behavior, I am not this set of actions that I'm always taking, and this is not me, this is just something that I attached myself to as to be disconnected from something I believe I can't have. When you stop this process of living your life and attaching your attention to things that are of a negative nature, your attention was only placed on a negative nature. We're not self-destructive in nature. They were only placed on the negative because you were experiencing negative inside of you. That's the only reason. So we place our attention out here as to escape from this negative in here. We don't naturally manifest challenges and troubles in our lives. We don't naturally feel bad. We don't naturally feel depressed. We are not naturally sick. All of that is extremely unnatural and stems from a disconnect from our true abundance and who we really are. You know, that wreaks havoc on the body in a lot of different ways. Once you stop this process, or once you stop just being attached to the matrix, and you choose to consciously move back into the present moment, and you start that journey of allowing things to be as they are without going to the program, this uncomfortable energy is slowly going to start moving up again, and you're slowly going to have more and more opportunities to be in the presence of this energy. And healing is in the feeling. You're going to heal yourself out of these programs, and you're going to be left with the authentic version of you that just naturally and effortlessly lives the most beautiful, amazing life. Because that's how it's supposed to be, and that's who you really are. But it is uncomfortable to have this energy rise again, not just because shame, fear, anger, and guilt is uncomfortable energy, because we can deal with that. That's okay, we can deal with it. It's uncomfortable, okay, but I'm still gonna be there. The most uncomfortable part is that we believe that we're not allowed to have it. Right? Because we believe that, oh my god, I need to take action. I can't just sit and do nothing. I need to be a person that is achieving something. I need to be a person that makes sure that everyone is feeling okay. I need to make sure that whatever the fuck it is, whatever our matrix was, that wasn't truly who we are, but only an escape mechanism in the first place. We're gonna feel so compelled to go there again, to distract ourselves, to attach ourselves to some matrix thing, as to be disconnected. But once you actually allow yourself to feel what is going on down here, all of this stuff is gonna go away. The attachments to those negative things that manifests negative things in our reality. And you're going to move back into the abundance of who you are, and also into the natural state where you also manifest and create abundance in your life. If you want to start this process, you can check out my free 30-minute subconscious success course. I'll leave a link in the description. There's also some other links there to things, tools that you can use to start this process. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I love you guys. Bye bye.